What is up, everybody? Matt Frampton with Urban Slicer Pizza Works, and if you were watching this, thank you for your amazing generosity. All the proceeds from these videos are going straight out west, directly to the first responders and everyone impacted by the wildfires going on right now. I'm going to show you how to make an amazingly delicious deep dish pizza with ingredients I'm guessing you've never thought of using before. Right out of my refrigerator, I'm going to show you how to make my holiday leftovers deep dish pizza. First thing we got to do is start by pouring a cup of lukewarm water into a bowl. Then we're going to take our package, rip off the top, and we're going to add the flour to the lukewarm water. All we're doing is mixing this together as best we can at this point, and then we'll knead it by hand. We're going to take this pizza dough and transfer it out onto the cutting board. We're going to start mixing it by hand like this. As you knead this dough, you're going to feel it getting softer and softer, easier to work with. You can see it's less sticky. We're just going to take this and split it into two equal sized portions like this, because we're making two pizzas out of this one package. We're going to put them in these 8x8 pans. Just a small amount of olive oil. It's not entirely necessary, but it does help the dough later from sticking in the bowl. One bowl there. You're just folding them inside out. What we're trying to do is trap the air inside there. And we're going to put them in these bowls, coat them in that olive oil. I like to take it and kind of coat the outside. Do the same with the second dough ball and wait 2 hours. And these will double or triple in size, and we'll be ready to put them in the pans. All right, it has been 2 hours and this dough's been rising in the bowl. We're gonna now transfer them and stretch them into these pans. Just a little bit of oil. I'm using olive oil here. It really doesn't matter. We just need a fat to help the dough release from the pan after it bakes. And I'm just gonna take a paper towel and wipe this so I get all the corners. You can see they're a good 3 times in size of what we had before. We want to try and preserve the air that's in that dough. Gently remove it from this bowl and place it into the pan. Now, if we have too much oil in these pans, the dough will want to spring back to the center, and that can actually make it really difficult for you to do what we're trying to do. So we want a flat hand. We do not want to build a crust around the edge. We actually want this to be flat and level all the way through the pan. So if you can't get it all the way into the corners right now, that's okay. We'll have another opportunity here in an hour. So 2 hours rising in the bowl, and then we're gonna let it rise in these pans for 1 more hour. All right, let's go to the grill. We're here at 525 degrees. We're just gonna set these right in the center of the grill. We're gonna let them go for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna take them off and put the toppings on. It's been 10 minutes. Let's get these pizza doughs off of the grill. You can see it's risen real nicely, starting to even slide around in the pan a little bit. That's good. That's perfectly par baked right there. We have got some roasted turkey. We've got a delicious corn casserole, some mashed potatoes, some green bean casserole, and of course some stuffing. So the first thing we're gonna do, and this is kind of a secret to these deep dish pizzas, is get a lot of cheese around the edge. All right, first, of course, turkey. So I'm just gonna pinch some of the stuffing around. Just gonna spoon on a little bit of our corn casserole in spots. Because we don't have enough carbs, we're gonna put a little mashed potatoes on there, some green beans from our green bean casserole. All right, it is time to put these back on the grill. What we're looking for is that the toppings are done. We got some caramelization going on with that cheese. And go another 10 to 12 minutes. It's time to rotate out the pizza dough. It's been about 6 minutes, so halfway through our 12-minute time that we're gonna cook these. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh yeah, you can already see what's going on. We've got the cheese starting to melt around the edge. Just like we did when we par baked them. I'm gonna rotate them for even cooking. But oh man, you can already smell. Smells like Thanksgiving out here. It has been 12 minutes. It is time to pull these pizzas off the cooker. I'm gonna grab one and get it out of the pan here to show you how it's done. Oh man. So you can use a spatula. Careful, this pan is pretty hot. I'm just gonna use a dough scraper but use the best tool you have available. And we're just trying to release it from the edge here. This cheese is going to be a little just gently stuck, but that oil we put down should help it release. Just get underneath it. And we're going to slide it out from underneath. Oh man, that's just the start. We have more toppings to go on this thing. So we're just going to cut this across right here. Oh, you can hear that crunch. We're just cutting this into fourths. This is going to be fantastic. Okay, so we've got 4 slices here. I'm going to take my cranberry sauce and just put some little dollops here on the slices. And then, of course, we need a little gravy. So we're just going to add a little gravy to each slice. And ultimately, this is what ends up being our pizza sauce on top of our finished pizza. We've got layers of flavor. Of course, our Urban Slicer deep dish pizza dough. We've got some wonderful whole milk mozzarella. We've got some roasted turkey, some stuffing, some corn casserole, some mashed potatoes, some green bean casserole. And then after it was baked, we added the cool dollops of cranberry sauce and a drizzle of homemade gravy. Let's see what it looks like. I'm just gonna choose this slice right here, see what we got. Oh man. Man, that's delicious. Thank you so much for supporting this wonderful cause, and if you have any questions at all, please find me at Urban Slicer on all social media.